What's going on, guys? It's your boy James, the Forex Prince, back at it again over here at Beastly Trader. And look, listen, right? Do you want to stop blowing accounts, or do you want to make money on your personal accounts? Then you gotta get this indicator, alright? So make sure you stay tuned, because I'm definitely gonna talk about that later in this video. So definitely hit like, share, and subscribe, because you're going to love this video. So make sure you read the description, because there are going to be some helpful links down here. I'm giving out this pre-flight manual to all of my loyal subscribers, so all you have to do is check the link down below on how to get it, and you will definitely gain access to it. It's completely free. Don't worry about paying for anything. I'm giving this away to you because, you know, I like giving away gems for the free. So definitely make sure you read that description, and definitely make sure you like, share, and subscribe, because that's how other people will help and get this too. We want to build a community of all like-minded people that's going to start using this system, and we're going to start trading together, hopefully. And if we can and we can't, like I said, it's going to be some people in there. I already have a Discord group with about 130 members, and we trade together on a regular. But if I can get this group to maybe about 100 people, we can definitely start making some money together, because there's going to be a handful of us using this system together, and a handful of us just watching the markets. So like I said, if you want to get this manual on how to trade, all right, make sure that you check the links in the description, and let's get right into the video. So I'm bringing you back over here to Tradingview. If you don't have the Tradingview app, make sure you check the links down in the description, because I'll be showing you how to do that as well. But yes, you come down here to Tradingview. If you ever in your life need to, I guess, create an account, or don't know where to go, you can go to Google, type in tradingview.com, sign up, and it'll take you to the page to where you have to sign up and create your account. So make sure you do have an email account where you can access the email, because they are going to send you some verification codes just to make sure, you know, you aren't a bot, you know. So that happens these days. So let's go ahead and talk about the trades that we see right here on the screen. I want to show you how I use this system and how I would have taken this trade. I am going to be showing you how to trade this on a dual screen type of setup, because a lot of you aren't going to be familiar with where to get funding, so you're going to try to find a broker that's going to allow you to trade. And if you're going to use a secondary app as an execution app, I want you to use MetaTrader. MetaTrader, MetaTrader, MetaTrader. And you're going to either look for version 5 or version 4, preferably version 5. All right, may not have access to it on Apple, you may or may not, and if you don't, then I definitely would try to get you an Android, or just see if you can search for the APK file. All right, so like I said, we would have taken this trade. I'm going to show you a walk around. We got some signals, we got some lines on the screen, we got some green and red things here, the same thing down here. We got this little thing, we don't know what none of this is. All right, we're new to trading, right? So I'm going to just walk it through. All right, let's go hit into the system. I'm going to turn this on. You'll learn how to do this on your own. I'm going to turn the signals off. Let's stop paying attention to the signals. All right, let's just pay attention to what's on the screen. All right, so first, if on this screen here, we are looking at a simple Bollinger Band indicator with price running through it. All right, price is the candles, which are these green and red candles. Green means buying, red means selling. All right, the lines, what we see, this red line means that price is buying way too much, and price has to regulate itself, which is basically take some traders' money and get right. They need to get through this ceiling floor here with enough money, and they can't do that, so they have to retry again, and that's what they did here. Green, and then we got some red candles, came back down to this blue line. This blue line is known as the Bollinger Band's rejection line, or also known as the basis line. This is the middle point of price, so price is hovering around the blue line, and it is trying to figure out what it wants to do. It was selling, and then we got a nice little green candle off the blue line. Now I want to tell you something that's very helpful, that's going to help make this trading easier, like 20 to 100 times easier for you. All right, so Bill Gates said we only buy lows and sell highs. How do we identify lows and highs? All right, we understand that when price came up here, it didn't create any more bigger candles. It actually got smaller. Then we seen when price got down here, it didn't create any more longer candles. It actually turned green and started buying. So that's what that means. This is a low for price, and this is a high for price. All right, I do have other indicators set to teach you these things, but we'll just focus on the basics today, because again, We're doing this on our phones. We're doing this at home. We're doing this at awkward times of the day. If you look at this trade down here, price was selling, came outside of the bands. This was Monday, July 20th at 7:15 p.m. All right, and this is for all you people that can't trade the 8 a.m. to 11. I'll definitely show you one of those trades as well. But for now, let's just focus on Monday, July 20th, 7:15 p.m. You got off of work, you're home, you're chilling, you check the market. Market was doing some bull. Let's go back in time a little bit so we can only see that. All right, market was doing some bull, but we did see that price came outside of it. Now, I want to teach you this thing here. It's very secret, so you want to pay attention to this cheat code. This orange line that's set with these indicators that you can also get access to is the trend line. If these candles are hovering under it, we're only looking to take selling position serious. If these candles are hovering above it, we're only looking to take buying signals more serious. All right, so I want you to remember that, because that is a cheat code. If you can get that, you got it. All right, now a lot of people also want to know about what these red and green lines is here on my screen. Red, green lines. This is support and resistance, or in my case, supply and demand, because these lines are set to look for liquidity. So with these lines, you got to try to obey these lines a little bit too. Price comes down to this green line, it's going to buy. That's why it's green. Price comes up to this red line, which was in different places as price moved, it is going to tell you to sell. All right, so this orange line in the middle is going to tell you where price is going to try to play at, and you want to try to avoid trading around that. If you can get a clean signal, cool. If you can't, you want to try to plan accordingly and see if you can get around this. If you can't, I would just avoid it. All right, so price was down here, it came outside of these bands, it came into or past the green bands, which lets you know that price is in an area for you to buy. You would have bought anywhere of these candles. Let's say you would have bought the bottom of this candle and got back in, right? At this time, it was 6:30 p.m. A lot of people either home, just getting home, or getting on the shift to go work, be on. All you gotta do is try to come on here. Boom, you would have came on here. You would have waited for this green candle, or you waited for this small red candle here. I'm trying to get you to see this small red candle here. And if you would have gotten saw that, you would have definitely been able to be like, yo, market is about to buy right now, right? So you would have got in on that trade, and that was at 7:15 p.m. You would have held that trade all the way until it broke past most recent highs. This is the most recent high, these areas, well, more or less that. So price came all the way up, broke, started getting smaller signal candles. Then you could have said, you know what, I'm getting out, and you would have been done for the day. All right, that'd have been a lot of money, because gold is moving up by at least $12 in each little bracket, you know. So you want to make sure you got that set up. Now, going back to what the bottom indicator would have said was, right, see how price couldn't go above these red lines. It couldn't give us a good clean selling trade, all right, because also up top at this point in time, price is above the orange line. So it couldn't give us a clean selling position because the market was too strong. But if we'd waited for that buying position to see if what price was going to do, price came all the way down outside the bands. You could have got in over here, or you could have got in at the final cross. I know we did get a couple. We did get a couple crosses here, but if you look, they're still red. So it's not like it changed trend. And if you look down all the way at the bottom, you see a line. All right, if you don't see that line, all you gotta do is come over to these numbers over here to the right and grab that scale and slide down on this, right, and you would have been able to see the line. All right, I like to sometimes just leave it under, because that takes less of the screen for me. And then, like I said, that's what you would have did. You would have got in on green cross red. You see down bottom it changed to green. This dashboard would have said bullish, bullish, and cross stable and things like that, and would flash colors for you like it is now for saying selling. And right now it's 50% neutral, so it's like a new trade area. But I'll tell you how to trade that in a minute. All right, we got that cross. Now, if we was to trade current time frame, right? Look at this. Look at this, right? Price was green, came all the way up, and it became red. and we started selling. Now we got a red signal, but we ain't get no signal yet. Down here, we got a cross, and if you look down at the line, it went to gray. Gray usually means sign of cross, or a cross happened. All right, so we crossed. Selling signals is going to come soon. Let's go turn them signals back on, and you can get these signals to your phone. There's definitely a way for you to do that. I try. It's inside of the script. And when you get the script, when you get access, all you gotta do is like, share, subscribe to this video, and make sure that you go to the Discord group and share a screenshot that you are a subscriber, and then one of my moderators will unlock the vault for you, so you can go in, grab the code, put these on your Tradingview app yourself. I would use a PC for that if you can, primarily, but if you can't, definitely try to attempt it on the phone. But it's easier on the PC just to upload and then save it. If you can't make a chart, you can definitely go to Google, Tradingview, sign up, or you can follow the link down in the description and join up. Get you a premium membership for about $15 a month. I'm helping you save some money. It's usually $20 for most people, so I'm helping you save some money. So definitely check out the links in the description. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to this video, because this video is packing gems. So we turned the signals back on. All right, let's go and see what happened. So 7:15, 8 p.m. you would have got a signal. We already knew it was going to change at 7:15. So us knowing that at 7:15 it was going to change to a buying signal, we would have set an alert, right? We would have got an alert saying buy gold at 8 p.m. and we would also got an alert saying gold has crossed for buying pressure from the other indicator. All right, that's two signals coming to your phone. And if you want to get access to them signals, you gotta have a premium account. So like I said, you make sure you check the links in the description, because I'm giving you raw gems for free. Most of these YouTube gurus will charge you an arm and a leg for this stuff, and I'm giving it to you for completely free. All I want you to do is, if you're gonna take it serious, take it serious. If you're gonna treat this as a hobby, then it's gonna become a hobby. So we'd have got that trade at 8 p.m. We'd have held all the way until possible next signal. All right, because you could do that. You could do that. It's nothing stopping you. You could definitely do it. You could say send me only buying pressure signals, or send me only selling positions. All right, so it can be a phone. It have been different indicators, signals, but they would have all had a message telling you exactly what was going on. We know that gold, these candles, is above this orange line, so we're looking to only take the buying pressure signals more seriously. We'd have got that signal up here saying gold is selling, right? And then we would have waited for that next buying signal, which came at 10:15 the next day. All right, you would have, if you part of the morning crew, you up at 8 a.m. till 11, so you would have got it in this trade at the end of the close. A lot of us not gonna hold for long, but a lot of us will. All right, so you would have got in this trade at 10:15. You would have bought the market. You would have got in. We remember we up top. You bought the market 10:15. You would have held it all the way until price came outside of that red band, let you know that that's selling territory, right? You could have dead that, got about, boom. And if you look down here at the bottom, you would have got in when the line turned green at the bottom, and you got that green cross, and you would have held it all the way until you got some selling candle, or selling pressure, which would have let you know up top that that candle is super small compared to the other candles, and then it went red shortly after. So yes, that's the second way you would have did it. And then, like I said, you would have had the signals popping. All right, so if you hit these three dots down at the bottom of the screen, it let you bring this up. All right, if you bring this up, you see where it says alerts. If you hit alerts, you go ahead and hit alerts. You go ahead and hit create. All right, come up here, hit cancel, because you are on phone. Oh, sorry, you are on phone, and it's going to be trying to text and talk to you. So for me, I just got to drop my keypad. So you want to change the condition from price to one of the two indicators. So I have Fate, I believe, is my TDI, RSI, or the bottom chart, and my I have Oracle is the top chart with the lines that tell you that sit with price. All you gotta do is hit alert any function call and set it to smart money concept buy or smart money concept sell. You would apply the same chart, and you would add the conditions. These conditions are the alerts to your phone. You don't get access to them if you're not a premium member. So you set those alerts saying I want it to come to my phone, and then it's going to have a nice little message over here that says that's going to send the system. The system reads itself and send you exactly what's going on with gold at that point in time. So once you hit that, you go ahead and hit apply, and the signal will be fired. Do the same thing for Do the same thing for the other indicator, IF8, any alert function to call, TDI buy, TDI sell. You would did the same thing, and then you would just hit the message, make sure your alerts were set up, make sure your condition was set up, and you would have just hit apply. Boom. Then you would have got the alert. You would have been in the trade. You would have been making money. That's 2 trades you would have taken this week and made some money. You would have been in the current market. Right now, we're looking at the market to sell. So I guess I do have the ample time to teach you how to set up a demo account. All right. So let me go ahead and teach you how to set up a demo account. Remember, I said it's gonna be a dual screen. So if your phone has access to do dual screen, great. If not, you just gotta swipe between 2 screens. It's all right. It's all right. This is the analyzing site. You don't want to do this on the next site. You just want to press buy or sell. So let me go ahead and get over there and show you how to set up a demo account and show you exactly how to find everything and get everything set up so you good to go. We don't need any indicators over there because we got the indicators over here. I'm giving it to you free, so make sure you check that link in the description to join the Discord group, show you a loyal member, get access to the vault, get free indicators, get a free manual, get a free boot camp, get taught how to make money while trading in these markets. All right, so let me get you over there. All right, so you're going to download MetaTrader 5. MetaTrader 5 is going to either take you to a screen that looks like this or take you to a screen that has pairs and stuff on it or whatever. It's all cool. It's all cool. You want to hit these 3 little dots up in the left hand corner. You want to hit get started. All right, it's going to take you to a couple things. These are the accounts that I have on. You want to hit the plus in the right hand corner. All right, we're going to look for, it's right there actually at the top, MetaQuotes Ltd. All right, we're gonna hit that. We're gonna hit open a demo account. It's gonna ask you all your name and all that stuff and all my number. Most of you guys got all this stuff anyway. All right, so you want to make sure it just say medical server. You can do Forex over here, and this is the best way to do it. So we are going to Forex heads USD. 1 to 100 is our amount, and we're going to start with whatever amount you want to start with, but I'm going to say start with a 50K account because in the pre-flight manual we talk about getting a 50K funded account, and a lot of times in order for you to actually trade the funded account, you want to put yourself through a simulated test, which is called the Bootcamp trial, and you want to go ahead and see if you can do exactly what that prop firm is requesting to go ahead and get you a funded account. All right, so you go ahead, you do all of that, hit register, and say accept at the bottom. Okay, you got to hit register, and it's going to give you all of this, and boom, this is your passwords and stuff so you can connect this to an EA, but we'll talk about that in later videos. All right, well, it's at 500,000. Sheesh. Let me do that again. Set it all up. Open demo account. I want to make sure that we are looking at a 50K account. Hit accept, register, done, and it should change over to a 50K account. So you want to hit quotes down at the bottom left hand corner. You want to hit the pencil in the right hand corner if you can, and you want to actually let's add a symbol first. All right, let's find gold. XAU USD gold. Hit that, boom. Now we go back to this, and it's gonna be in here. You delete all but gold. Boom, gold and Euro USD. So we're gonna come to gold. It's gonna say, it's gonna pop up this chart. You hit chart, and it's gonna bring you in here. So what you do is, like I said, we are on the weekly. So let's change it by, once you tap the screen and pop up like this, we're gonna come down to the 5 minute. Boom, 5 minute chart. Barely naked. It don't have anything on it. You could just zoom it in and look at it like this. All right, 5 minute chart. This is how it looks right now. All right, we are on the 5 minute. When you get to the system, it's on the 45, so you want to look at the 30 minute. All right, so we could drop down in our system, and like I said, you just saw me swipe Tradingview. Come over here, change my time frame down to the 5. Let it catch up. Tap the right hand side to make price snap get back in place. See the signals popping. Let's drop down here and go to the 30 minute because that chart is aligned with MetaTrader, and you can see that we got a fresh sell signal candle right up here popping. All right, so we got that. we're popping. It says down here at the bottom, bearish means selling, cross stable. There's a power surge. There's definitely some money here. Trend, we're selling, and then those helpful numbers over there. We don't need to worry about all that though. Like I said, have that line set like that. All right, we're sitting in a selling position. So if your phone can do this, you want to hold that, hit split screen, pop this up. Now, right? That's good to go. You want to come in here. You want to hit those little, it's like little changers, like little sliders. It's gonna bring you in here, right? It's gonna show you everything, profit loss, stop loss, all that, and you want to come down one click, trade at the bottom, count down the bar close, and then we could do all the colors and stuff later in another video. Chart style. All right, so see how it goes, candlesticks and momentum bars. We can actually change to those. Let's change to those. See. So now it's lined up with what we got up there. That is so cool because that wasn't here when I had it. All right. So now that we're in, we're like this. All right. The only thing you want to do is, because we want to trade, right? So you come in here. I'm gonna hit settings again because I don't see the button. Show data. Let me see. I want to see one click. Okay, so if you come up here in the right hand corner, is the trade buttons. That'll bring up the buttons, and they flash to let you know what price is doing currently. But the right button is the buy button. The left button is the sell button. If we were to sell this position, we would have got in a few clicks away, and we would have held until, we got to a point down where price is maybe like 40.80. It's cool. So this here lets you pick how much money you want to bet on the line. So we have a 50K account. So let's try not to go no more than 25% of the account, 0.5% of the account actually. And I think that's about $75. So we would have did 0.75 and we would have sold. It's gonna bring you this, you hit that, hit okay, and it's gonna take you into a selling position. Well, you didn't, so now you got to do it. It's gonna take you into a selling position. And that's all you would have did. So like I said, we got the candle up top. We are in a messed up position because price up top, right, is above the orange line. It's buying, but we got a sell signal, so it's not gonna hold out long. Let's see if we can get something out of this. Anything better than nothing. But you see how down here, right, price is fluctuating. You got to lose money to make money, people. And you can't do that unless you trust the system. Got a sell signal. I'm going to hold until maybe at least the next candle. Look, you just sit here. If you want to go down at the bottom of the screen, see the numbers flickering, you hit that. It'll take you to your trade. I'll let you see that. All right. You want to set stop losses and take profit. You want to do that too. But I like to just sit here. If I'm in the position and I'm making money, I like to sit here and watch the money and know when to get out. So with this, all you got to do is tap the money, right? Hit the three dots over there and then hit close all positions or close profitable positions. So like I said, we're going to sit here. We're going to collect some money. Why not, right? And just see where we go with it. We have the 30-minute time frame just juicing right now. Up top, we good to go too. All right, just making sure that's all good. And like I said, you want to get access to these indicators, you definitely want to make sure you check the links in the description. You want to get access to the pre-flight manual. You want to make sure that you check the links in the description. Like, share, and subscribe to this video so other people can get helped as well, so you can build the community. I'm building this community just for this system, just for these times. All right, we are in a rough time trading because we are trading in a very low momentum time, but it's the pre-market for London. London opens up in 2 hours, so you just got to wait it out. You got to be quick and you got to know how to do it. All right, so you see us, we're losing money right now. The goal, we're only here to lose $75. So if price go to $75 negative, we get out. We jump back in at a better price, about a better time when we get another signal, preferably another buying signal. That way we can keep going with the trend. Right now it's risky going against the trend, so we all know that. So it makes more sense to lose this trade because price is buying and we're selling it. So we're doing this for a quick scalp. We're not going to do it too much, but let's just hold it out for a little bit more so I can show you that. And we'll close it together in profit. I'm trying to see. So I think the most I saw me lose was about 40 bucks. Let's see if we can make about 40 bucks. And if we can make that, cool. If we can't, let's try to get as much as we can. We'll just hold it out. You remember, you're doing this for a set dollar until you understand when to get out. All right. But I don't want you to hold this for the set dollar. If you see price doing what it is, like it was just hovering up in the highs, right now it's hovering in the mids until it get to where it needs to on the positive side, get out. Learn how to set these by targets by just tapping the trade. It'll let you hit TP, it'll let you hit stop loss, and you get to put this trade in. So let's say our stop loss was going to be set to the top of that, and our TP was going to be at least the bottom where these three candles line up. All right, we ain't got to set that so high. Let's bring that down to the top of the red candles. All right, it's going to say modify position. Just hit the arrow. It's letting us know we're going to lose $517 to make $591. All right, based on what we risked. But we're not doing that because we're getting out at $75 loss. Right, so now our trade is in. You can see we are up $48. The goal was to risk 75 to make 75. If we can make $150, that'd be perfect. We won't need to trade no more. But it's really that simple. Now you're making money right from your phone. That simple. Two screens. If you didn't have the dual screen, you just have to swipe between the apps, press execution, watch one screen, watch the other. And you would just chill. Like I said, you want to get access to this, make sure you check the links in the description. I'm telling you, it's completely free. I'm here to help everybody. If you know that from my channel, then you definitely would have known that by now by seeing this video. So I'll be seeing you guys in the private Discord group. All right. So definitely get with me. Any questions, anything that you do with this system in a better way, share it in the comment section. Let's help one. Let's each one teach one, and let's all help each other. All right. So I am going to show you how to close the trade. Unfortunately, because I am ending the video, I am going to take a loss, but it is perfectly fine because the prop firm has rules. And if this was real cash, I just had 50,000. I only lost 45 bucks, 50 bucks. What is that? So let me show you how to close that position. All right. You come down. It says, look, we lost 89. We lost $100 already. Close all positions. We're down. All right. It made no sense to take that position because what? Price is buying. So that's what happens. And that's why you have to always make trend your friend. I just took it because the signal is up there. Yes, it is accurate, but it's going to take some time because this isn't the most high traded time. So it's going to take some time. Guaranteed that position would have went in profit that same amount I just lost. All right. So you see up top, it's now flashing. All right. So this signal still has 2 minutes left to be true. It's going to flash though. That is the time. Right now at this point in time is the entry. So it only flashes when it has passed the entry or is at. So right now we're at entry. That's why it's active. You just saw it flash. I would have got back in on the flash. But when you get your signals, you're not going to get it until this candle gets to its last few seconds. All right. And you can see price is still fluctuating. But like I said, let's all get this indicator. Check the links in the description. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And make sure you take a picture of you subscribing so you can put that in the vault and get access to the indicators. Until then, guys, I'll talk to you later and try to have a blessed one. Love you guys.